So, yeah, but Arsenal has just low standards. It doesn't really count. I'm talking about a big club, yeah. Like,
Face of the public, Ollie's fine. It's just nah, stop it, guys.
Hello, good night, people, and welcome to with myself, Prime. We've got Rachel, the Devil's Avocado, and we've got Baby Will. Or anyway,
I'm not answering to that name.
we didn't ask you. Anyway, sorry, Fraudwatches. Did we do Fraudwatch last week?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so. We did. Yeah.
I can't remember. Anyway, yes.
So,
welcome. The Euros has just kicked off, and as we've been doing a bit of Euro content this week, we just did the watch along. Ended it like about half an hour ago. You can check that out. However, it's quite long, so I advise you not to, maybe. But yeah, we thought tonight we would do, and as you could hopefully see by the title, I can't remember what the title was called for this stream, but as you can see by the title, when you look through the squads, you look through players that have been picked to play in these Euros, who do you guys think shouldn't be here? You know, who shouldn't be picked? Pogba, Timo Werner, apparently he's a flop. You've got, I don't know, maybe Gareth Bale, he's not fit, yada, yada, yada. Who do you guys think shouldn't be picked? Will, start with you. Who do you think shouldn't have been picked for the Euros? And then we can put the link in the description. Oh, by the way,
Big up, Shane.
Big up, Shane. 9 people currently watching. Thank you, everyone. Like, subscribe if you're new. We are doing a giveaway. We're on the road to 500 subs, so we're doing a giveaway once we get to 500. A jersey giveaway of a club, your choice. Preferably if you live in a country where it's easier to send to from the UK, preferably. But yeah, and just enjoy. Call in if you want to. It'll be fun. But yeah, well.
I'm going to go with a France midfielder called Adrien Rabiot. I think he's a dreadful footballer. Awful this year for Juventus. One of the reasons why under Pirlo they've struggled so much. It's why they're looking at Locatelli, looking at Aouar, players of a better quality. If you look at France, they've got so many young midfielders they could have picked over Rabiot. You've got Aouar, you've got Tchouaméni. I'm not actually going to say the other one because I don't rate him at all. But you get what I mean. There's so many.
Who's the other one?
I was going to say even Samari might even deserve to be there over him. I don't rate Samari, but he's still better than Rabiot. But no, France have got such a range of a selection, and they seem to. Deschamps, I think, maybe doesn't like taking risks. I mean, it's took him long enough to actually take a player like Koundé, who's probably deserved to be called up a lot sooner. See, I'm going to go with Adrien Rabiot, but there's a few players in the France squad which shouldn't be there, really.
Adrien Rabiot. So, Rachel, you think Adrien Rabiot should be in the squad?
I get Will's reasoning for it, to be fair. He hasn't been good for a couple seasons, and he's always had this sort of issue, always had an attitude issue, always had a problem off the pitch anyway. And they do have, he's not really going to play, is he, as well? So there wasn't really much point of him being there. But I'm trying to think of who their other midfielders are that they're taking with them. Obviously, there's Pogba, Kante.
Sissoko and Tolisso.
Yeah, so other than Pogba and Kante, I'm not going to lie, their midfield options aren't amazing. So I wonder if he's taking him because
he's playing.
There's not much going.
I think he is playing. I think he will play in a 3-man midfield with Pogba and Kante.
Potentially. Because
they don't have great.
Do they?
Yeah, they don't have great midfield options, to be fair.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, Rachel, do you agree?
Mm, not really, just because of the midfield options that we just spoke about. I don't think there was any other standout midfielders apart from the obvious who should have gone anyway. I understand the reasoning for it. Their midfield options aren't that great other than Pogba and Kante. Really. That's Sissoko. Come on now.
I mean, Sissoko will.
And Ndombele,
Yeah.
though, they've got Ndombele they could have took. Ndombele's a really good footballer.
But there's something going on with Ndombele though, because he's not picked for international duty and he wasn't picked that much for Spurs under Mourinho or Ryan Mason.
To be
And
fair,
we know he's got talent.
Mourinho actually did sort of like him. He had a disagreement with him before, I swear, and then they made up, and he was really good until around December time. And then he dropped out of form, which young players do. And then Ryan Mason just hasn't picked him for whatever reason, which I find absurd. Not giving
Yeah,
him
that's
a
what I'm saying.
chance.
I think there's something deeper than just because obviously we know he's talented, Ndombele, but there must be another reason why he's not being played and then not being picked for international duty. When, as we said, the midfielders aren't really great for France outside of Pogba and Kante as a partnership. So there must be something going on there, if I had to guess. It's a weird one, isn't it? To be fair, you'd think he would have gone, but there must be a reason why.
I mean, me personally, I don't know. I think Rabiot was talented when he was young and broke through, but he kind of fizzled out.
Yeah.
Well, he was at PSG, wasn't he? And then free transfer to Juve, and that just didn't work out at all. It was the wrong move.
Could someone do a bit of research for me? I need to ask a question. Is
What?
Is Kamara, the Marseille defensive midfielder, French?
I don't know, probably.
Because he's surely he'd even be a better option.
Yeah, he is. He is French.
And
Yeah,
admittedly, I've not seen much of Kamara, but the way he's been rated in France.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him really, so I couldn't really tell you.
All right, cool. We'll agree at that then. Rachel, let's go to yours.
I don't know. I need more time to think. I'm not gonna lie.
You need time to think? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, okay, cool. Well, while you have time to think, maybe we can bring in a caller for a few minutes to give theirs. Nippin, you good, bro?
Hey, Nippin.
What's up?
You all good?
We're good. You?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Just saw my dog horses being slapped up by Italian stallions. Even though I was supporting Italy in that match, I had Turkey as dark horses. When it comes to the Euros, unless it's England, Scotland, or Wales, I just support the team that is the next closest team to the UK.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Today, Italy was that team. Rome is closer to London than Istanbul.
Okay. But
So,
what player that got that is going to the Euros do you not think should be?
Can I put a whole team as the fraud?
If you can give a genuine reason, yeah.
Turkey.
Oh.
Okay,
They'll bound
cool.
to be at some
Then
point.
my new dog horses are Denmark.
Oh, that's fair enough. So you're putting Turkey on Fraudwatch.
On Fraudwatch, yeah.
Okay. Why are you putting Turkey on Fraudwatch? Because it's only been the first game, and Italy is quite a tough game, to be fair. Do you not think they can recover and maybe try and make it out of the group?
They can, but it's going to be difficult because Wales are no easy team to break down. Wales have good pace in their attack in Gareth Bale, Daniel James. I don't know who their strikers are, but they're going to cause problems for Turkey's defense.
No, that's fair enough. That's fair
All
enough.
right, that's good. Will, Rachel,
And for me,
do we agree?
Italy are no longer dark horses.
Yeah,
They're one of my favorites now.
Nah,
Yeah,
it's cool.
yeah.
Let them go under the radar. It's fine. Anyway, do we? I don't want pressure on them. Anyway, do we agree?
Yes, Turkey. I said for a reason. To be fair, in the predictor, I don't think I actually did do this, but fuck the predictor. I did say on a past stream saying watch Turkey not get out the group. So I don't rate Turkey. Ukraine are the dark horses in my opinion. So yeah, they deserve to go for a watch.
Cool.
And
I mean,
on Twitter, I'm muting the term dark horse. I don't want to see that on my timeline anymore. I'm sick of it.
I haven't watched much of Turkey at all, but I got shown their past few results and stuff like that, and I just look at their qualifying. I didn't understand why they were talked about as dark horses, but Rachel, are you the same or?
I think it's the first game, and I don't think it's fair to put anyone on Fraudwatch yet. At least wait for the groups to sort of pan out a little bit more before we put teams on Fraudwatch. So I wouldn't agree yet, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, but then again, your midfield is Fred, and you have Macedonia, so is what it is.
Yeah, I'm going to Wembley on Monday. Hopefully see Robbie. Hopefully I might see Robbie and Sophie Rosen expressions there.
Ooh. Sophie Rose, don't let a certain I didn't want to say his name, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming.
No, I do not have a crush on her.
I didn't say you did. Jesus.
Okay, I thought Fraudwatch was going to be paused. I didn't know you'd be doing it in the Euros.
No, of course we are.
Yeah,
Bro, there's frauds everywhere. We don't stop just because of the Euros.
I'm over late. Yeah.
How is Immobile a fraud?
Okay, no, I shouldn't have said that.
It's fine. Don't worry. Don't mind. Will's just coughing. Don't mind. Anyway, thanks for coming on, Nippin. We appreciate you. It's late at night. I hope you're going home.
I love Trump. Ow! My nail. I was trying to get something out of my pocket, and I bent my nail.
No.
Oh my god.
I can't breathe. Anyway, thank you, Nippon, for coming on, and we'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, see you next Friday.
See you later. Oh gosh. All right.
My god. All right, next caller will go. Fuck. Let's go through the comments. Hassan says, "Why Jorginho play so good? Because they have the three central defenders, the two holding midfielders, so they can move close, the pockets closer. They have the Why are you coughing blood?
Because that is the best comment I've ever seen. Oh.
I thought you were laughing because of the way I said it, but okay.
No, I was just laughing at the well, a bit of that as well, I guess.
Will doesn't rate me clearly. Anyway, we move on. Bunda. But speaking of Samuel, the way you keep waving your hands, bro, relax.
Yeah, there are people in front of you.
No, not even that. You're waving your hand in a very dodgy position. Just relax. Anyway.
Oh, none of that.
Yeah.
Actually, I might have to put Samuel on for a watch about what he told me about Turkey yesterday.
But don't worry. Wait until Samuel comes on. Wait, hold on. What did Nippon say?
Nippon's a legend. Gotta love him.
No, but what did Nippon say?
He said he put the whole of Turkey on for a watch.
Oh no, but he said he's going to Box Park with who?
Sophie Rose and Robbie. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Sophie Rose, Fator.
Why do you have to bring that up, man? Oh my god.
Sorry.
Why?
I will actually mention it first. So I was allowed to
I didn't
transition.
bring up Sophie Rose.
Oh my god.
I just said that it's Fatur, which is true, isn't it?
Anyway, Fator, what up, bro?
Anyway, I put Nippon on a Fraudwatch.
Why?
Number one, he didn't wear. Look, if you just take a closer back, to where he was calling in, he didn't even wear a mask in the bus. Why are you here? Why are you here? Get out. Number two, Nippon, I know you've been stimping with Sophie Rose, man. Just a minute, honestly. Anyway,
Oh my god, fuck.
Oh, dear.
hold on.
Fator, let's just pick your fraud watch, please.
Okay. Right. On a serious note, I put Gareth Southgate on a Fraudwatch.
Why? England haven't even played yet. Okay. England haven't even played yet.
I'm telling you this, Prime, even though England haven't played yet, but I'm gonna put him on his Fraudwatch. Number one, why is he left out James Ward-Prowse and Jesse Lingard before a couple of days before the Euro squad? Number two,
Oh my god.
Yeah, why?
No, I'm not going to do that. No, continue. Sorry, continue.
But if England is achieving this tournament, if England doesn't make part of round of 16, he's on Fraudwatch, for sure. My target would be quarterfinals at least quarterfinals.
Speaking of quarterfinals,
Oh my gosh.
I'm not going to answer that.
Wait, Prime, can I comment on what Fatur said about Southgate?
yeah.
I mean, this is actually not really in response to what Fatur said, but you know Southgate, yeah. I get why people are Southgate out, but I'm not actually fully Southgate out yet. I criticize a lot of what he does, but I don't think really he's given me any proper reason for me to die hard want him out. I get why he picked Ben White over Ward-Prowse and Lingard, because Lingard's only really had about 6 weeks of good form, and I don't think really Ward-Prowse is actually that useful unless the ball's static. So I completely understand why he took Ben White, who's actually been quite good for a couple of seasons now. So yeah, Southgate's. I think I can't remember how I saw tweet this, but in the last 10 years or so, this is the first time I feel like England are actually a team instead of just a bunch of individuals. So yeah, I'm not fully Southgate out yet.
Okay. When you said that this is like a team, what about in 2018 though? What about that one?
2018, yes, okay, we should have beaten Croatia, all right, but there's other things that happened in that game that were bullshit. Okay, getting to a semi-final for me with that England team who weren't actually that good. If you go back and look at it, you look at Lingard, who was playing. You look at Dele Alli. You look at Maguire is good, but back then he wasn't as good. Stones was out of form. No, he wasn't actually. Stones was about to go out of form, so he wasn't even at his best. You had who played left back that tournament?
What in that game? Danny Rose,
exactly. Danny Rose. Who played out wide? All they really had was Kane. There was no one like Grealish or Mount or Foden. So I feel like if Southgate doesn't step up this tournament, I can 100%. I don't think he's that great of a manager, but if you look at other managers in the tournament itself, I don't think there's many good ones at all, apart from maybe Enrique and Mancini. There might be a couple others that I can't think of right now, but there's no real established managers that have managed.
What's your target, by the way? Just out of curiosity, what's your target for this one?
I think we should be getting to semi-finals, personally. I think we should be getting to the semi-finals, yeah. If he doesn't, if let's say we get an unlucky draw and we get France and we get outplayed, then I can't there's got to be context. If Southgate completely fucks it up, I will be Southgate out, and I still get right now people are Southgate out. I've just not seen enough wrong in a tournament to make me fully think Southgate out.
I'm just saying, like, because
I get what
I
you're saying, Peter,
I haven't seen much of Southgate lately, even though they had like
the football
loads of.
is shit at the moment. I can't lie, but I just want to give him one more chance. If you get one,
Is he always persist with that 3 at the back? Why can't he like change the formation like 2-4 at the back at some point?
I hope he doesn't go with a 3 at the back. I feel like maybe against Croatia, the level of team is similar, but we should be able to beat Scotland with a 4 at the back and Czech Republic too. But we'll see. We'll see if he fucks it up, I'll be coming for his head. So yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, all right, cool. Rachel, anything to add about Southgate?
No, I think Will sort of said it already.
Yeah, cool.
I don't rate him as a manager.
I'm just wondering, I'm just wondering why people keep moaning about Southgate. That's all.
Cool, fair enough. You heard it there from the 2 English, non-English fans. Thanks for the tour. Thanks for coming on. Let me take my digs. Sorry. Thanks for tour. Thanks for coming on, bro. Next, actually, Rachel, do you have yours? No. Cool. Doesn't matter. Southgate's a bomb.
He might be, but again, he's not shown. He's not. I think it's unfair to not give him this tournament. If you get what I mean, just give him this tournament. If he fucks it up, get him out. If he does well, congratulate him. He's not a great manager, but who right now, right this minute, who can we get that's a clear upgrade in them? Apart from maybe Eddie Howe,
Mancini.
Mancini obviously, but he's with Italy. So if we could go out there and properly, do you know what? I would take Lampard as England manager. So maybe Lampard could come in. Gerrard maybe, but Gerrard's not going to leave Rangers yet. I don't think, unless it's too. I don't even think he'd leave them for Liverpool yet, because I think he knows he's got to learn more. So yeah, I don't think it's realistic, and I don't really care about England enough to waste my energy getting Southgate.
All right, that's fair enough. Do I go or do I save mine for last?
You can go if you want.
Let's split the difference. Let's split the difference. Samuel, you came on here. No, don't talk. You came on here, gave it the big one, talking about. Hold on, where is it? Talking about Turkey. Lauren says Sam was a fraud for saying Turkey would be going far.
Yeah, you
Samuel. Hold on. Swear Samuel said Turkey will be going places this tournament. Sam, all I want to hear is.
We want to hear what happened was. Can you hear me fine?
Yeah.
Are you getting playback? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What happened was this is one game of the Euros time. One game played. Match day one. This is the first game of the Euros played, and people are writing Turkey off already. Okay, listen. They're going off the Wales should be happy. It's Wales. Come on. Next 2 games, Turkey will win the both games.
No, they won't.
I believe they will annihilate Wales. They will annihilate Wales. I can see the BBC bigging up Wales. No, they ain't got a manager because now, I won't get into Ryan Giggs. I'll leave that. I don't want to get the show to get channel to get shut down. But Turkey, trust me, they showed some good patches. They kept it 0-0. Defensively, I think they were in the first half. I'll give them the first half they were great, but in the second half, I think they collapsed. I think the amount of pressure that we're putting on their attack was just what. Listen, you're so funny, Dizzy. Ha 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 ha. Listen, but my fraud of the week, okay, is going to be a certain. I'm going to put Frank de Boer in that thing. I'm putting Frank de Boer in that fraud watch. Because I know a ball hasn't been kicked for the Holland game, and he's already a fraud. He's a moron, bro. How can you pick Donny van de Beek saying, Well, yes, he started 2,000 minutes in the season. He's very good in the football. Alsjeblieft, alles goed, ja? I'm speaking Dutch time. But trust me. Oh, okay, yeah, I know. You know where the shirt's from. You know what final the shirt's from. Yeah, I don't know why. It looks good. It looks good. But listen, Donny is. That's what I'm saying. Andrew Ellis. He picked him for 2,000 minutes. He put Donny in there. He got injured. He's going to start the whole tournament. He's going to start every game. He played 2,000 minutes for Manchester United.
Oh my god.
He started 2 games all season. 2 games. Oh yes. Oh, this is... No. I'm picking the whole for the Holland goalkeeping department. The Holland goalkeeping department is going on Fraudwatch. You know why, Rachel? They've got Martin Sketlenberg. He was the goalkeeper in the 2010 World Cup final. That whole team is retired. The whole team is retired. Excuse me. You had Johnny Heitinger, Ron Vlaar at the back in them days. What? They're going everywhere else. They'll be producing world class players and everywhere else. Oh, it's so funny. That poor accent. I couldn't give a shit, man. Listen, what I'm gonna say is, Tim Krul. If he gets the penalties, he's the best. He's the best shot stopper in penalties. Tim Krul. Trust me. No more citizen to ruin the penalty shootout 2014 World Cup shootout. But listen, Nipan, says, what team I support? I'm supporting. I'm a Spain fan. I think we've got the best coach in the Euros, one of the best managers in the past 5 years. He's okay. Name me the second best manager in the Euros time. It's Luis Enrique. He's clear of Mancini. He's clear than that bum Southgate. Even though if Spain got out, I will become an England fan. That's how I did in the 2018 World Cup. But listen. My fraud was I'm not going on Fraudwatch. I got the Holland goalkeeping department going on Fraudwatch. I've got the BBC on Fraudwatch, and yeah, that's it.
Hassan says, Samuel, stop shouting. Your mum will come with a slip.
So generic. Stop, come on, stop in you.
But yeah, Rachel, Southgate, or not Southgate, Frank de Boer, you said?
Yeah, I'm Frank de Boer, yeah, he's a massive. It was mentioned in Premier League history. Couldn't even score 1 goal in his time. I know 4 games, he lost all 4. 100% loss ratio in the Premier League.
Rachel, do you agree?
I don't think he's a fraud because I don't think many people rated him in the first place for him to be a fraud.
No, but
he's not a good manager. No one's ever said he is.
Netherlands is total football. Total football. Johan Cruyff, Ruud Gullit, all these great players that have played for this team, and he's got this. It's idiot. He's an idiot. Straight up, Frank de Boer is an idiot. There's nothing can be said. Frank de Boer is an idiot. And if you disagree, then I think the way I just described Frank de Boer, you're an idiot. It's a simple fact. And I respect them. Okay, listen, I'm a little busy. I got exams coming up, but Prime, thank you very much for having me on this Fraudwatch. And wait. I hope Southgate, you're a cheat, and I hope England get relegated.
Is he high? Okay, next caller. Welcome, Gooner Express.
I mean, I don't know how I can top that, but I mean, I'll try, I guess. I think he needs drug testing before he goes in for them exams, but yeah. One thing I'll quickly say on what the ball, I mean, I agree with you, Rachel. No one expected him to be good anyway. And second off, that Netherlands team, shit. So no manager's getting anything out of that team, but yeah. I have a question. Is this Euros, like, is this Fraudwatch recent, or is this just Euros in general?
It's players that got picked for the Euros that you think shouldn't have been.
Ah, right, okay. Well, then for me, it's a definite one for me that it's Marcus Rashford. How is he in that team?
It's not just England players, by the way.
No, but Marcus
Thank you, Gooner Express. Thank you.
No, but Marcus Rashford. Like, the guy's crap. Don't care. Come and fight me about it. He's shit. He's a shit footballer. He was never that good. He was overhyped from a young age, just like Greenwood will be. and I've said that as well. You can clip it. Yeah, I don't get the hype. How is he captain? He has no leadership skill in any part of his body for me. And that Europa League game said it all. It's a final, massive game. You need to perform, and he played like shit. So he's not got a big game mentality at all. And I think Luke Shaw's very similar, that they don't have that big game mentality. And this Euros is all about big games. You see England's run. We're going to be playing like Germany, France, Portugal, Spain, Poland. And we need Marcus Rashford to carry us through it when he's not a big game player. And he's obviously had the injuries as well, which I guess can factor in. But yeah, he's a shit footballer. He's overrated. He's not a good leader, yet he's vice captain. Yeah, I don't get how he's picked. And I know he'll play. That's the issue. If he wasn't going to play a lot, I wouldn't care too much. But I know he's going to play. And the fact that he's going to play over the likes of Saka, Foden probably as well. Possibly even Sancho and that. So yeah, the fact that he's going to be picked over these players is why he's a fraud, and it's why Southgate's a fraud, because he should not be picking him. Never mind in the starting 11, but in the team in general. So that links to Southgate. But yeah, Marcus Rashford is the fraud for me.
I mean, Rashford is a fraud. I agree.
I also want to quickly say, Will, you're a fraud because you don't rate Immobile and he scored today. So
I don't rate Immobile, and I still don't. He's still a fraud.
He averages 30 goals a season now.
Yes, but he's not an awful goal scorer, but he's an awful player to watch. Very frustrating.
Yeah,
his all-round game today, I don't think was even that good.
No, but he scores 30 goals a season, so he gives a shit. It's more than what Chelsea have.
But Werner scored 30 goals a season in Germany.
Yeah, but he didn't score 30 goals a season this season, which is what Immobile did.
Okay, but that's cool. That's cool.
And I mean, didn't you also not rate Haaland a few weeks ago until he was linked to Chelsea, in which it's all about the Haaland prop?
That's not okay.
You can't get out of that one.
I've never said I don't rate Haaland. I think he's overrated if you put him as a top 3 striker in the world. He's not better than Lukaku, in my opinion. He's not better than Luis Suarez. He's not better than Benzema. He's not better than Kane, and he's not better than Lewandowski. He's probably 6th, maybe 7th best striker in the world. I think at that age, for him to even be in the top 10 is very good. And he will probably be a top 3 striker in the next couple of years. But would I rather have him over Lukaku? No. Would I rather have him over Kane? No. Would I take him at Chelsea? Yes.
That's fair enough.
Okay, that's fine. So what? Rashford then? I disagree, but you know, agenda's got an agenda in it, so that's fair enough.
I don't agree with the shit footballer thing. I do agree that he's overrated, though. I don't think he's a world-class footballer or anything like that, like a lot of people would say he is. And this whole thing that he bottles it against bigger teams, yeah, that's just wrong. That's just wrong. But to say that he bottles it in big games, yeah, okay, he didn't play well in the Europa League final and he's been injured, but he has stepped up in big games for us previously. So I think that's unfair to say as well. Actually, it's actually false to say that, to be honest with you, because he has stepped up in big games for us. So I agree he's overrated, but calling him a shit footballer is unfair. That's how I would view it with Rashford.
Fair enough.
And Will, you just hate Rashford?
I don't hate him. That's not actually a thing. I don't hate him. I do slightly have an agenda against him. Do I rate him? Not really, no. But
hey, Prime, you win then on FIFA, yeah?
I don't know what he's doing. Prime doing Prime things. Mustafa says Saka is dead food. That's just not true. But...
Yeah, well, if Saka's dead food, then what's Greenwood? Rotten food?
I agree he shouldn't have gone to the Euros, though, because he's been bad for the last few months. His performance has been really poor, and he's supposedly needs surgery. You would have thought that he would have had the surgery sooner and just tried to recover throughout the summer, but apparently that's not the case, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever from all sides.
Okay, well, again, I don't agree with the whole Rashford thing, but it's cool. Thank you, Gunner Express.
Prime, are you alright?
I know, I'm just reading the comments. Also, I got clipped up.
Why?
Right,
What
thank
did
you.
you say?
Nothing. Thank you, Gun Express, for coming on. Appreciate you, bro. Fuck's sake.
What did you...
Nothing. I'll put it in our group chat and I'll show you guys. Next. Oh, you didn't have to leave. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hassan's next.
Next up, Hassan.
Yo guys, how you guys been?
You good?
Not bad. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. So I was just gonna say, I mean, Turkey just got absolutely roasted today. What can you say? A lot of people said that, like, people like Jem, who cried about his team underperforming, giving silly mistakes, and people saying that Italy only had like one good chance. Doesn't matter if you lose by an inch or a mile, you still lost, regardless. Even if you were to take the mistakes away, Turkey didn't have a shot on target in the second half. It would have done nothing anyway. They would have still lost. And I mean, before I came with what Gunnar Express was saying about Rashford, I kind of agree with it, but he took it a step too far with the whole he's a shit footballer and all that, and he took it a bit too far. But anyway, he's not gonna top what Samuel did today. It's what happens when your mum allows you to stay up all night.
No,
Fraudwatch. I feel like he has to go to the people who have a gender against Jorginho.
Yes.
I mean, come on, man. Like, the agenda has to stop. Like, even with the man, well, I wouldn't say it's man of the match, but his top two performance today, he had almost a flawless game. People are still saying, "Oh, he didn't do nothing. He didn't put any good enough forward passes, all this stuff." And the agenda has to stop. Like, I understand Chelsea fans want Rice, but when Lampard said he wanted Rice, everyone was like, no, not this. He's not worth that. He's not even worth 50. And all of a sudden, when Tuchel wants him, it's 60 million. I was like, where was that before when Lampard was in charge?
That's
And
true.
it's kind of mad. It's kind of mad, It's just a switch up a manager, and all of a sudden, people want Rice. Sorry for the background noise there, but
Sorry.
yeah, I mean, it's just the first game of Euros, really. Like, if Turkey go out the second, I would say if they lose the second game, and which basically means they're probably knocked out by then. If they do, then I'm gonna conquer the people that said Turkey are the dark horses. Because a lot of people are saying that.
Rice is overrated, says Andrew Ellis. No.
He's not overrated, but he's overhyped. He's overhyped to the point where, like, it was funny because people, when Lampard wanted him, like I said before, we're gonna pay 50 million. They said 30, 40, but it's Tuchel pull out 60.
Yeah. Lauren said people who don't rate Jorginho don't understand what a player he is. That's something that I always say, and Will as well. Amongst others. Nippin said, question for Latimus and Rachel: are you going to be going to games next season?
No. I only watch United at home now.
Yeah, she's not going to fund.
I don't blame you, Rachel.
She's not going to fund the Glazers because, which is weird because she thinks Fred deserves a pay rise. Will I be going to Chelsea?
Sometimes you just need to learn to stop talking.
I've been told that. Will I go to Chelsea games? If I can get tickets, sure. But yeah, thank you, Hassan.
Yep. Always.
Come on, bro. Next we've got Strong TV. Charlotte.
Hey.
Hi.
What's going on? Oh, she's drinking again.
Yep.
Mate, I haven't stopped. You know, we're not about this life, you know.
All right,
You
cool.
know, all about that good life.
After yesterday, let's just be careful what we say. And what is?
You
you know
had
what?
to say something, didn't you?
You know what the do you know what the topic of tonight's show is?
Yeah, the England team.
Well, not just England, but yeah, what player has been picked to go to the Euros that you think shouldn't be?
I mean, there's a few. I have a selection. I mean, in the England team alone, there's a selection. Let's be realistic. I mean, I want to say Sterling. I want to say Sterling because he's just a fraud. But then I was going to say Henderson, but then I get why he's been taken. So I'm going to say Sterling because he's an actual fraud. Like, I don't even know why he got picked. I really don't. Like, he's not performed well this season. He's not been like the usual Raheem Sterling that we've seen for like the few seasons before that. He's literally been poor as hell, and yet we decided to bring him for him to bring what? It's a waste of a space. Let's be realistically. He's not going to bring anything to this team. He's not going to do anything for us. He's not going to do anything spectacular. He's not going to do a Giroud overhead bicycle kick, is he? No, let's be real. He's not. No bicycle kick for us. So I don't know why he's there. I really don't. Like, we're getting nothing spectacular from him. He's like basic at the minute. Actually, no. Calling him basic is offensive to the word basic.
What are you talking about?
Sterling.
Oh, Sterling.
What did you think?
Sterling. Yeah, that I agree with.
Yeah, and he's basically a basic bitch. And he's not even basic. It's rude of me to call him that. Like, I don't know what... He's not going to bring anything. He hasn't brought anything for Man City. Like, he genuinely hasn't this season. Like, name me something he's brought, because I don't know anything. Like, it's just a waste of a space. We could have brought someone like another striker, someone to back Harry Kane up, because we have Harry Kane, who's unfortunately injury prone, or if not, is going to be targeted because he's probably one of our best players out on the pitch, along with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Like, we haven't really got much backup up front, so we could have brought that there, and he's a waste of that, to be honest. So not really happy about that.
Just to say, Andrew, instead of putting in a comment like that, why don't you come off Periscope, come onto YouTube, come onto the link, and come on here and explain why Sterling is actually good?
Yeah.
Use your words.
That would make more sense.
But sorry, Charlotte, continue.
Yeah, no, it's just like by the way, I just complimented him and said he had been good seasons before if you'd have actually listened properly. But you know, he's just not at the minute. I don't really know what's happened. He hasn't really had. I don't know. It's like the spark's gone, if that makes sense. Like, something hasn't clicked this season, and I don't really think he's going to get played that much. So then I'm like, could we have brought someone who would have backed up someone else who would have been better? This is my question. Like, again, with the Rashford situation, I agree Rashford shouldn't have been brought. His injury should have been taken priority first. Unfortunately, we Southgate seems to have this thing. So yeah, I mean, I don't really know how you kind of fix this, because I don't think Sterling or Rashford should be there, to be honest. So they're both frauds for me.
Who would you have replaced them with? If they both didn't go, who do you think Southgate should have replaced them with?
See, the problem, I could tell you who I would like to replace. Who Southgate would replace is a different story. That's on like a different... You need to find a different book with a fairy tale that ends up really random and not the ending you expected, because that's Southgate. Like it's true though. Like, Southgate doesn't think the way that we all think. When Trent Alexander-Arnold gets injured, he brought Ben White on. Like, I think that says enough, to be honest.
Yeah, but with the Ben White thing, do you not think it's because of the whole Maguire thing? Because Maguire isn't fit for the start of the tournament. Maybe he won the backup centre-back. I understand what you're saying.
No, I get that, but I feel like our up front needs backup too. Like, we can back up our defence all we want, but if Harry Kane gets injured, we're in trouble. And that's a fact.
No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
And the problem is we have to rely on Harry Kane. And we seem to be doing this because we did this last time. We rely on Harry Kane so much. And look what happened last time. He struggled.
To be fair, with Ben White, I'm actually happy he's gone because there's a chance he'll play over Mings and anything over Mings.
No, I agree. But I agree that I would have just liked our front to be backed up too if we had the opportunity.
Would you have taken Ollie Watkins as an option? Right, Charlotte.
I mean, that's not a bad shout, but then I'm like, is it the right opportunity to take him? But if we have to have backup, yes, I would take him. If we needed backup that desperately, then yes, I think we wouldn't have an option. And I hope of all hopes that he succeeds because I see a lot in Ollie Watkins, and I hope he does succeed.
No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Prime, what's Prime doing?
Wait, is it just me or the squad that England have picked? It seems bigger than usual. Is it bigger than usual, or does it just feel bigger than usual?
I don't know. Isn't it just the standard squad size that you have for tournaments? I don't even know how big the squad is.
Rams. Oh no, not that one. Rams says Immobile is definitely not immobile at all.
Fuck's sake. That's such a shit joke. It's actually funny. That's the thing.
But yeah, do we like Sterling? I don't like rate him like when people say he's world class and stuff, but I do kind of understand why he's in the squad. So he brought two inside forwards, so him and Rashford, and you kind of need goals. Like I understand that. I don't agree he should be starting, however, but I don't know. It is
what it is, to be honest.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Grealish should be playing on the left if he's not going to play in the middle.
Yeah,
there's been a report there's been an exclusive from the Mail that Sterling's going to play, confirmed against Croatia.
Right.
So.
That's going to be a fun one.
Right.
Oh.
Rachel,
I'm going to get the party poppers out.
Rachel, here's the vid. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'll just send it to you guys. But anyway, yeah, thanks, Charlotte, for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Vishwan, stop fighting in the comments. Actually, not well. Keep fighting. Do what you want.
What pointless comment you just made?
Oh my God.
Oh wait, hold on. Before you go, Vishwan, where the fuck is it? Oh, you guys put too many stuff. I can't. You guys were. Never mind. Just go. You guys were fighting, and there was a great comment. I can't find it. Fine.
Oh,
fine. So, Vishwan, who is your fraud?
I'm actually going to put a team in there. I'm going to put Poland as my fraud.
Go on.
The reason I put Poland on my fraud is because people think that they'll get out of the group stage and go like pretty well in the competition. Like people need to understand it's not just one player that's going to help you. It's a team performance. And if you look at the whole Poland team, they don't create enough chances for Lewandowski. So how is Lewandowski going to score the goals if your team don't create? And if you look at that defensive line, absolutely shocking. Is it Bednarek at the back? Like, you know how many goals he conceded for Southampton. And look how many goals he's conceded for Poland. I don't think they have won in their last 5 games, Poland, at all. Like, people need to stop looking at Lewandowski as like, oh, he's the reason that Poland going to go far. No, you just need to look at the whole team as in general. And then see if they can go far.
That's true. I mean, football is a team game. If they're just solely relying on Lewandowski, you know.
I don't remember. Let me have a look at this squad quick because I haven't actually seen it. Hold on, squad.
Yeah, if you could bring it up.
Yeah, I'm just checking. Hold on.
Mustafa, what can one pass a ball? One can't. One can pass the ball, one can't. I'm picking. I know who I'm picking at number 8. Sorry, it's a bit mad. Less of the Lewis slander, says Nippin.
I'm not disrespecting Lewandowski. I'm just disrespecting the players around him that are going to create the chances.
Let's have a look.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You are right. Who's in that group again?
Hold on.
Spain and Sweden and
I
Slovakia.
reckon they'll get third, maybe. They might go out though if they don't score enough goals. If they get third, but it's not good enough, then they probably will. I don't know. Who's the other team in their group? The third team?
Slovakia.
Yeah, Slovakia did all right in the last Euros, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. But
That's years ago now, isn't it? It's different.
That group's a weird one, isn't it? I back Sweden to come out of it, but
yeah, Spain.
Well, I'm looking for Poland's team.
Spain top and Sweden. I would have maybe put Sweden maybe to shock people and get first, but Kulusevski's got COVID, so
yeah, that's the only problem, isn't it? But yeah, I'm looking through their team. It isn't the greatest. Looking through their midfield. Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying with the Poland squad. It's not the greatest. It's Louis Ver's the world. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I understand that. I wouldn't call them a fraud though. I don't think many people back them to get out of the groups either. I don't know. Do you guys think that people think that they're going to come out of the groups? I haven't heard anyone talk about Poland really.
It's just like they think that Lewandowski is going to be the one that's going to save them. It's not the case. Like, they don't create enough chances.
No, that's true. That's true. I agree with that. But what do you think?
I see them potentially getting out of the group by finishing third, and maybe having a decent enough goal difference or picking up your point here and there. But they might get out just. But I don't think they finished top 2 in their group. I think they finished third or fourth.
Yeah, I'd say they'd finish third. I had to guess, but yeah, I agree with that. Velv, thank you for coming on. We always appreciate the calls, and the content in the comments is always great coming from you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Keep fighting, and I hope you do against the tour. Right. We've got the host, the creator of Let's Talk Premier League, the biggest Manchester United fan, and the biggest slanderer of Greenwood that I know.
It's actually Niall_PAFC MBE. Because if Sterling's got an MBE, then I thought I'd just give myself one, you know.
Sterling didn't give himself an MBE.
I don't care if Sterling gets one. Then I value my content more than what he's ever done for England.
You know why he got one?
I don't know why, but I don't care. They gave Harry Kane for an MBE for not squaring the ball to Sterling, so they're meaningless anyway.
Sterling would have missed. We all know that.
I don't. How many times do I have to explain? I don't care if Sterling would have skied it to freaking Mars, as long as it was his fault. If he had done it, then I would give him slander. But he didn't. The ball wasn't squared to him, and he didn't square it to Mars. So you know.
But Sterling would have missed. But anyway, what player do you think shouldn't have been picked?
I want to do it slightly differently. I want to put the whole of Turkey in there and Belvishwan. So I've got reasons behind this. So I've got reasons for this, right? So Turkey today. He's not. No, he's not Turkish. Jesus. So I don't think he is anyway. I'm pretty sure he's from East London. But last time I checked, East London was not in Turkey. So I'm putting the whole of Turkey in there because like everyone's been raving about them. Oh my God, they're the dark horses. They're going to cause so many issues. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, whatever. They've got about as much attack as Arsenal. And then I put Belvishwan in there because he has been so like Turkey heavy. He's been like, oh, Turkey are going to do bits in this. They're gonna win the tour. Like he's been absolutely raving about them. So I'm putting the whole of Turkey and Belvishwan into Fraudwatch.
Turkey are wank.
They are wank. I agree.
Even on paper, then How are they dark horses?
I don't know how they are dark horses. Can someone explain to me how Turkey are dark horses?
A 35-year-old Yilmaz who's had one good season in the last 6 years. That's
I'm more scared about than that.
Yeah, you've got fucking Sionku's overrated as fuck. Demiral, does anyone really rate him? Maybe in Italy, but that's the Juventus fans for you. Always shameless.
I think it's mainly because of the fact of, again, I haven't watched them, so I didn't know necessarily how good they were, but I got sent their qualification results and the results in their last 5 games or something in the build up to these Euros, and they haven't looked that great. So I don't know where the hype got from them qualifying, because if there was no COVID and the Euros was last year, would they have still got? Rachel's muted. If the Euros was on last year, would they still have got this hype?
Is it shameless? It's shameless because when Italy scored, I've celebrated that Italy goal more than I've celebrated any England goal since 2018.
What happened in 2018?
When when Trippier scored the free kick against Croatia, I celebrated that. But ever since that, when Berardi forced that own goal and got me that assist for the fantasy team and covered up that disaster class, I was so happy.
To be fair, Will, not many people celebrate goals against San Marino in friendlies or European games. I don't think I've ever celebrated England scoring a goal in the qualifier, because I expect them to score goals in the qualifier.
Hold on, so if Greenwood gets a hat trick in the qualifier, England
Prime, I frankly couldn't give a shit if he got fucking 10 against San Marino. It's San Marino.
No, what in the Euros, I'm supporting England, but
literally, San Marino are made of postmen and shop assistants. I don't know. No. These 100 goals are Rooney. Blah blah blah. Stat padded half of them against San Marino. Let's not do this. Let's just not. That's like Argyle celebrating goals against Torquay United. It's just not acceptable.
So which one says, I shall not be on Fraudwatch, and now I am now going to get in Plymouth Argyle's legends.
It's okay, I'll just put Trent in Fraudwatch as well.
Question to Niall. Is James Coppinger on Fraudwatch? A fraud?
Yes, he is.
You know what I did not last night, I did this today. I went through I went to League One on FIFA and I looked through Plymouth Argyle's squad. To be fair, you actually have a quite good squad. I don't know about other League One teams, but you've got a good squad.
I don't know about that. We've gone and got a shitty defender, and it looks like we're going to go
well, I can only base it off of the last update on FIFA. Anyway, I looked at Doncaster's squad. Coppinger's 40.
He is literally their best player was 40 years old. It's actually a madness. I don't know why Aaron raves so much by him.
But anyway, Coppinger. But yeah, I guess do we all agree with Niall?
Yes, Velvet Man is on Fraudwatch.
I hate watching Turkey play football.
Okay, so Salah now has to go on Fraudwatch as well.
Just put Liverpool on Fraudwatch. Put their shitty song on Fraudwatch. Put their shitty overrated.
It's okay, Will. I've already put "You'll Never Walk Alone" on Fraudwatch.
Oh my god!
I got quite a lot of shit from Liverpool fans for that.
And speaking of "You Never Walk," well, I mean, we've got a Liverpool fan in the background, so I don't think he's going to like that. But actually, maybe we'll bring him in. This might be entertaining. Rams.
Yo.
You good?
I'm not too bad.
Good stuff.
All right. What player that has been brought to the Euros do you not think should be in the squads? Not just England players, by the way.
Question that is. That's a question. I haven't really thought about that. I'm trying to think of.
That's why you called in.
I was gonna put freaking what's his name, Ronald De Boer, Frank De Boer in.
All right, then all right, run with that.
So he shouldn't be in the Euros.
Yeah, he shouldn't be in the Euros. That's the thing. He should not be there. I'm gonna take this from the words of Have Hope. He is an actual brick. He is a brick of a manager. This guy is so bad. I swear to God, like the way he uses Frankie De Jong, like anyone that knows me, I love Frankie De Jong. I love the way he plays football. The way he uses him is just it's a crime. It's a crime against Dutch football. It's a crime against everything that Netherlands stand for, and it's just it just pisses me off. Like you think of Dutch football, you think of Beauty, you got your Bergkamp, Cruyff, you could say Schneider. You put Schneider in there, Robben, and they're playing like crap. Like it's just it's not the what's it called? It's not the Netherlands that I really associate with, and it's a bit disheartening in a sense because they play truly beautiful football, and this guy is he's an op. He's an op.
He's the Dutch Roy Hodgson. That's what he is. He's a Dutch.
Oh, that's a disrespect to Roy Hodgson, mate.
No, Rams. No. I'm sorry, but anyone who puts Harry Kane on corners is the worst manager ever. Like,
nah, he's worse than that. He's worse than that.
Mate, I don't care. Harry Kane on corners like nah. You can
I've got a question. How do the Netherlands play football at the moment? Because I don't really watch them anymore. So explain to me what style of football are they playing?
It's sort of like a fragmented style that Ronald Koeman played, but Ronald Koeman's style of play is a lot more intricate. It's a little bit more definitive. So the way they play is they use they have a big man up front, either the Luke De Jong or what's his name, Weghorst up front, and they'll have Gini Wijnaldum playing as more or less like a shadow striker, Depay on the left, and I think it was Bergwijn at the time. And what they did, they would have one sitting midfielder that would dictate play, and Frankie De Jong would be the box-to-box kind of midfielder. And the likes of Oliver, I think it's Wijndal, or I think at the time was Jetro Willems would be, and Denzel Dumfries would be the overlapping, marauding wing backs. So, and the thing is, the likes of Wijndal and Dumfries, so Wijndal's is obviously playing for them right now. His best asset is going forward, and he's not really tasked in doing that. Is like the style of play is not very clicking together. It's very slow. I think the thing about Koeman's style, he's very, very quick. You need to give the balls as quick as possible. That has been the Netherlands' identity for a long, long time. And Ronald De Boer, not Ronald. What's his name? Frank? Was it Frank or Ronald? I can't be. I don't know.
Frank.
I don't want to get that wrong.
He's that bad. You've forgotten his name, mate.
Wait, there's two of them in it. Frank and Ronald. I'll just say the centre back that played for Barcelona. He's the antithesis. I'm putting it that bad. He is the antithesis of Dutch football. He is that bad.
Cool.
And also that the Turkey manager, he's I don't know what he was doing today. That was abysmal. You have technical players like Yazici and Çalhanoğlu, and you're not using them properly. Like, what's the point of actually being here if you're not going to use them properly? It's absolutely disgusting. But fair play to Italy. They played brilliant football.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Italy really controlled the game today. And I think, yeah, it's fair enough to say, the Turkish manager didn't set them up properly. But I think people need to credit Italy, obviously, the way you did, for their performance, because they were very, very good.
If Kante or Pogba somehow get injured, Italy are going to walk the Euros.
Portugal is still there, mate. Don't sleep on Portugal.
True, but Mancini, how he's got Italy playing. If you look at how Portugal play against certain opposition,
football's coming home.
I don't know. Portugal and Germany for me are either going to go. Both of them will either go really far or they'll flop. It won't be in between.
I think football's coming home.
Of course you do.
Oh wait.
Hey! Rachel, allow me to have my how is it? Allow it.
Your delusion?
Routine.
Sure.
No, the routine, right? There's a routine to being an England fan. You big yourself up before the tournament, you big yourself up in the group stage, you big yourself up after escaping the round of 16 if you make it that far, and then you get dumped out, and then you blame Southgate and the media.
Yeah, but you know, you're starting to sound like an Arsenal fan. Anyway, thank you for calling.
Hey, your nation aren't even in the Euros.
How can Nigeria play in the Euros?
I swear you're Irish.
I'm Nigerian, but anyway, we move. Thank you for coming on, Rams. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Big up.
Yeah, thanks, Rams. See you later.
Your nation aren't in the Euros. I'm Nigerian. But okay.
Okay, so why can't Nigeria get into the Euros?
Because we're not in Europe.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, we had Australia in Eurovision, so I don't even know if the boundaries are even there anymore.
If you're using Eurovision to back up your argument, you sound.
To be fair, UEFA run Europe like Eurovision.
Yeah, but you know.
There you go.
Anyway, you're sounding like Abby right now. Charlie, what's up, bro?
Yeah, all good.
You good, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Italy, Turkey tonight.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like everyone said, pretty much, Turkey were poor. They played the wrong sort of setup. And yeah, to be fair, Italy. I mean, just the way they passed the ball around, Turkey. Like, I think they had one shot on target, Turkey, and Italy had about 27. So, yeah, they pretty much battered them. So,
yeah, they did. They definitely did. But who is your fraud?
I mean, first one is gonna go with. Well, actually, Noel stole my fraud. It was going to be Turkey because I just thought they were shocking.
It's okay. I also put Velvishwan in there as well.
Yeah, true. Second one is Aaron.
Yes.
Gotta be Aaron.
Fucking love
Aaron,
you.
the Donny fan, and it's mainly because he said he'd play Cody in defence for England, and that's just
He also said
just
he'd
not
play.
right.
He also said he'd play Ollie Watkins. And
he said he'd play Ollie Watkins up front, even though he didn't get called up.
He was so bad.
He would start Ollie Watkins over Kane.
No. He would start Ollie Watkins with Kane.
Yeah, but it'd start Ollie Watkins even though he hadn't been called up.
Okay.
So yeah, that just sums up Aaron. And then the next one was just going to be Southgate.
Where is Aaron?
Where is he?
Trying to work out what Ollie where Ollie Watkins is.
Yeah, with his missus, I think they're like
work.
Yeah, and then the next one was going to be Southgate. Just because I haven't really got any faith in England doing well. Because of him, and I'm not sure he's going to get the. Even though I obviously want us to do well, and it's coming home and all that. Like Noel said, big yourself up, get past the group stage, and then whatever.
We have a process.
Yeah, it's just Southgate. With the obviously players he's took. It's just I don't really have that much faith. So, yeah, there you go. Biggest fraud is Southgate.
Really? But come on, trust in Waistcoat. You're a manager.
Nah, man.
To be fair,
because he wouldn't even get in like a Championship or League One manager. Like he's crap.
Really? I think he can manage. I think he can manage Plymouth.
No, maybe Plymouth.
I don't fucking think so. Ryan Lowe can use more than one tactic. It's actually. I mean, when a manager can use more than one tactic, you're definitely better than Southgate.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the way he plays. I mean, even going into the friendlies, like you've seen, like France, for instance, they played the last friendly they had against Bulgaria. Yeah, exactly. There you go. But yeah, like the last friendly France had, they played their strongest team, and then there's England still, playing, I don't know, Jesse Lingard on right wing or whatever, and he's not even, stuff like that.
England can't play their strongest team because, the likes of John Stones, Mason Mount, Phil Foden were just in the Champions League final, Kyle Walker, Harry Maguire is not necessarily fully 100% fit yet. So it makes sense.
But if he plays those players, then he'll get slaughtered for overplaying them.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, but then we're going into a tournament, and then we haven't. He doesn't even know his best lineup, and then
that's why I think he'll play Rashford and that versus Croatia, and then play Mount.
Yeah, probably play Rashford because there was that thing about Sterling, wasn't it? And then
I expect him to give Foden and Mount minutes against Croatia, but I don't think they'll play the whole game. Unfortunately,
can we stop using Croatia as a friendly? Because I don't know if anyone's. I don't know if anyone's missed, but this is sort of the Euros. So let's not talk about. We're gonna give some minutes to Foden and Mount, and that's just a little friendly. It's okay. It's not like it's a major tournament. Well, I know it's gonna happen, but let's not use that. It triggers my head. Yeah. Let's hope that Southgate actually acts like a manager.
You know what they say? It's the hope that kills you.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Oh, and by the way, do we show it now? After the first game of the tournament thing, I don't know if I'm going to do this after every game or whenever we're live.
Yeah, I'm bottom because I didn't actually pick any Turkish or Italian players, mate. Congratulations.
I'm joint top with Lauren. Kojo's third. Brooks is fourth. We're some of the regulars.
There's me, sixth, I think.
So you're doing this after one game. Prime, you're the type of person to look at a Premier League title after one game and go, fuck it, I've won it.
The only reason I remember, listen, I genuinely forgot. The only reason I remember is that I was just told about this. So
Prime, where am I?
Hold on. The only times I'll remember to do something like this is if I'm told. I probably won't ever change my team again. This to me is genuinely not that deep. If I don't remember to change my team, then I won't do it. So
hey, I'm very competitive. So I'm not bottom. Get in there, boys. I will not be happy if I don't come first. I will be fucking raging.
No way are you winning it.
I will be winning it. I will be winning.
Zinchenko's gonna back for me.
Interesting.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens and how competitive and close it gets. But
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, because I do expect Will and Lauren to do quite well because I know their ball knowledge.
Thank you.
Will almost sounded surprised that you said that.
I am surprised.
He's like, thank you. Also, this is football. I didn't say we would lose to Croatia. Don't take them words out of my mouth. We'll beat Croatia.
If we don't like the video, Southgate will manage our club. Yes, like the video, everyone. But yeah, Southgate. Okay. We'll roll with that.
What?
Sorry?
There's quite a few Southgate for Fraudwatch today, and they haven't even kicked a ball yet.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
If Southgate wins the Euros, I expect apologies.
Not from me. I'm not.
No way is he winning the Euros.
We will, and I've already said if he wins the Euros, I'll give him no credit because it will probably be Harry Kane that's guided us.
Yeah, but
no way we beat.
That's unfair.
I'd rather have Southgate than Hodgson. I'm grateful we don't have that.
Look. I will give all the credit to Jordan Pickford.
All right, let's move on. JB person needs to come on quickly. What, bro?
Oh, hey guys.
Hey, JB.
Yeah, I just want to say quickly, there were a couple of things Gunnar Express was saying that I wasn't too happy about, like especially when he was criticising Rashford and Greenwood. I think that was absolutely outrageous to call them both rubbish players. I mean, Rashford, let's not forget that he's been injured, and even though he's carrying a bit of a knock, he doesn't look fully fit. He's scored 20 plus goals this season, I think, in all competitions. And okay, yeah, he wasn't great in the Europa League final, but you know what? He's already won a Europa League. He won it under Mourinho. He's won it in FA Cup and the EFL Cup as well. It's more than what Arsenal players have won, and it's just a typical Arsenal fan. He has to take digs at United and Man United when Arsenal are in the mud. And I know this is like a Euro show, but I just want to say my fraud is going to be Arsenal Football Club. I can't take them seriously. In the last 17 years, they've been in Chelsea's shadow. They've won 4 FA Cups, which is tiny in comparison to what Chelsea have achieved. Okay, domestically, they've been more successful than Chelsea, but they're in the absolute mud. Okay, their players are awful. They've had to rely on a 19-year-old and Bukayo Saka and Nicola Pepe to get them through some games. Aubameyang has been the real rubbish player. He turned up for just 2 games in the FA Cup last year, wins it, okay, just to get a new deal. And where's he been this season? He's been absolutely awful. And Arsenal, a European trophy, champions of Europe, they'll never sing that. They're the real frauds. I can't take them seriously. Last time they were in the Champions League, they got thrashed 10-2 on aggregate by Bayern Munich. And since Wenger left, their greatest ever manager, they got Unai Emery in, and then they got to Europa League final. They couldn't even win that, and they got thrashed by Chelsea. And then after that, they sacked Mr. Good Evening to get Mikel Arteta to only finish 8th 2 seasons in a row. They're the real frauds. Arsenal Football Club. I can't take them seriously. They get thrashed 8-2 by Man United. They got thrashed 5-1 against Liverpool. They got thrashed 6-0 against Chelsea. They get battered by everyone. I remember them losing 4-0 against Southampton at one point as well. Arsenal, I can't take them seriously, and their fans just need to be humble. Their fans need to honestly be humble and realise how crap their club is, and they're in a massive decline. And just look at the way things are going with Kroenke as the owners. Then they're heading for relegation. Who knows? The way things were going in 2020, 2021, they were losing so many home games. It looked like at one point they might have been relegated. So they were once a great club, but now they're no longer up there. They're no longer considered elite in my eyes. They've done absolutely nothing in Europe. They've flopped. They can't even attract Emiliano Buendia. He's chosen Aston Villa over Arsenal. I mean, that says a lot about their club, doesn't it? They can't even get a championship player from Norwich. They can't even attract that. They're absolutely in the mud. And, it's just a typical Arsenal fan criticising Man United players. He's only jealous that Man United academy players are much better. Let's not forget, I think he doesn't realise actually how difficult it is to get out of the Man United academy. There are so many good players. The quality is so high. It's so competitive. And let's not forget how Rashford, got onto the scene. How he did it on Europa League, and he was absolutely fantastic. He's a regular starter. He's such a young lad. He needs to be careful though that his career doesn't end prematurely because of all the injuries and everything. He's played so much, and even when he's not fully fit, he still wants to play. But that's because he's so passionate about Manchester United. He's such a he loves the club, and he wants to play every game, even when he's not fully fit. But yeah, that's something Ollie needs to work on, obviously. But Mikel Arteta is a fraud as well. He's an absolutely awful manager. I don't care if he's won an FA Cup. It wasn't because of his tactics. It was because Aubameyang saved them. All they did was just hire a Gucci model. That was it, with nice gelled up hair. But yeah, their club is rubbish, and they're absolutely rubbish. And Mason Greenwood, to call him rubbish, that's absolutely awful. I'm not having any of that. I don't think Goon Express realizes that Greenwood, he's scored the most goals as a teenager at Manchester United, more than George Best, more than Ryan Giggs, more than Wayne Rooney. I'm telling you now, this boy is so talented. He's going to be a star when he gets older. He's absolutely phenomenal. He's a natural finisher. He scored more goals than any other youngster in the Premier League over the last 2 seasons. Last season he was better than the season that we've just had. He hasn't been too great this season, but he's still banged some really good goals. And he was actually quite good in the final, even though he didn't score. But, he's an absolute baller. Rashford as well. Rashford, I know, he's been carrying an injury and everything. But, Arsenal are a fraud. That's all I want to say. Yeah, I had to get that
Hold
off my
on.
chest.
What was said about Greenwood?
Yeah. You know that Greenwood is a bad player. He's dead.
Okay,
Isn't that what you said?
Martinelli is
no.
horseshit. Martinelli is horseshit. Saka is a sack of shit. You're welcome. Oh, and
No, Saka's
also,
a good
can I,
player. Saka's a
can I
good player.
please,
I
can I
won't get that
please
wrong.
put the,
But
can I please put the Invincibles into Fraudwatch, because that's the most fraudulent trophy in the world. They got more draws than they did wins. Unbelievable.
17 years. It's going to
You
be 30.
ought to be ashamed of
till they
yourself.
win something.
You need to have a word of yourself.
What
Get
about the
yourself a
reply
hot,
from
you need to get
Gooner
yourself a
Express?
hot glass of milk, and you need to go to bed, because what you said about Greenwood, absolutely diabolical. Bad Gooner. Bad Gooner.
All right, let Gunnar reply. Let Gunnar reply.
Sit on the naughty step. Go sit on the naughty step, Gooner. Bad Gooner. Think about what you said.
Is he here?
He's muted.
I mean, to have the
I told you
nerve
he's-
to criticise
I-
Man
yeah,
United
I told you
when
he's
Arsenal
gone
couldn't
to sit on the
even
naughty step.
beat Arsenal couldn't beat Villarreal in the semi-final.
First things first, Niall. When Plymouth get past League One, then you can talk. Until then, shush. And JB, what's the main
hold up.
goal of
We've
football?
been
No,
in the
no.
we've been in the
Facts.
championship, so
Yeah,
incorrect.
when did you
So,
last get the
well done.
championship? When did you last get the
It
championship?
was 2008. When did you last win the
Wow,
Premier
yeah.
League title?
Yeah, trash. Okay, well, you compare.
When did you win the Premier League title?
When did you last win the Premier League title?
We've never won it, but when did you last win it?
Then shush.
Okay, so when did you last win the when did you win the Champions League? When did you win the Champions
To
League?
respond to what you said,
You have the same amount of Champions
what's
Leagues
the
as Plymouth Argyle.
What's the main
You must
goal
be
of
honoured.
football? What's the main goal of football? Winning trophies. How many trophies have you last won
Yeah,
in,
winning
in the last 3 years? Zero.
I mean,
How
they
many
got
have Arsenal
promoted,
won?
to be fair. So
How many
can you
have
count
Yeah,
Arsenal
but when was the last time you won a Premier League, mate? When was that?
Yeah,
What about a European
so when-
trophy? Let's talk
that's
about
fine.
Europe.
So-
What have you
so
done in Europe?
answer my
What have you done
question.
in
When-
Europe?
When did you last win a trophy?
It's okay.
When did
Arsenal
you
have
last
the
win?
Yeah,
same
it's
amount of
2017.
champions.
Fine, fair
Oh,
enough.
well, that's
You
shocking.
won a trophy
When
more
did
recently
Arsenal
than
last
us.
win?
Congrats, but you finished eighth, mate. You finished eighth. You're not even in Europe anymore.
Arsenal
You
have
don't
the
care
same
about
amount
being
of
in Europe. How are you going to
One
attract
minute.
good players?
This is the
How are you going to
Arsenal,
rebuild and
Arsenal
get
have the
stronger?
same.
No, so
Arsenal have the same amount of Champions Leagues.
Wait, let
as-
Gunnar Express speak. Let Gunnar Express speak.
Unbelievable.
So what I'm trying to say, JB, I don't give a shit what you say about Arsenal. I frankly could not give a flying fuck because I agree that we're shit. So you're trying to point score against me saying that we're shit. Go ahead, because you're speaking to the
But
wrong
what I'm
person.
saying is, how can you banter Man United?
Go say that.
How can you're not in a position
Do you know why? Do you know why?
Lauren,
It's called freedom
you
of
have the
speech. I
same
can say
amount of
what I want.
Champions Leagues as us.
So this is the funny. Yeah, but how many Premier League?
And us.
Zero, exactly. So sure.
Yeah,
So,
like Lauren, you
okay,
you,
yeah, but-
you
yeah,
want
but
to
we're
talk
not-
about
we're
League
not-
One,
we're
but
not
let's
talk-
talk
we're not-
about
we're not-
European
we're not
success.
talking about- we're not talking
Neither
about
of us
shit
have had
League
any.
One. We're not talking about shit League One teams. We're talking about two of the best teams in England.
Well,
history,
apparently we're
not
talking
Plymouth.
about a
So-
shit Arsenal team with the same amount of Champions
anyway,
Leagues as Plymouth Argyle.
as I was trying to respond to JB, not a Plymouth fan.
Well, no need to be triggered.
So again, I'm not trying to compare Man United and Arsenal, which is what you just did. So when you said that, Arsenal fans can only ever compare us, you just did that exact thing. So well done, congratulations. You just did what you criticised me for doing. And as well, the thing about Rashford is, yes, he's a shit footballer, and we will see.
How's he shit?
Because
How's
he's
he shit?
overrated. He's overrated by Man United fans to the point where they think he's better than Mbappe, which is quite frankly
You
hilarious.
have him back. You
Well,
have
well,
Martinelli.
it's only Twitter. It's only Twitter. Idiots on Twitter that say
Also,
that.
Bruno Fernandes.
Like
is
not most
overrated.
Man United
Bru-
fans,
Bruno
that rational Man United fans don't say that.
Bruno Fernandes is overrated as well. He's not as good as you think he is, but apparently he's world class when he isn't. He's shit. And we can keep going.
He's,
on that. But
how
again,
can you say he's
I'm not-
shit? How can you say shit?
Because-
He's
because-
better than
because
all
he's-
your midfielders.
Yeah, but this
You'd
is the
love a
thing.
player like Bruno in
okay.
your team, mate. You'd love a
Okay,
player like Bruno.
No. Shush. Let's go off this then. So because John McGinn is better than Xhaka, he's a world class footballer. Is that how it works? No. So again, stop comparing.
To be fair, if you compare,
again,
if you
what
compare
you did-
McGinn and Xhaka, McGinn is a world class.
What you said. No, so what you just said was Arsenal fans always compare to Man United. This is why I don't like them. Well, you're comparing Arsenal to Man United again, which is not what I'm doing. I'm giving a football opinion.
Can we compare
Bruno
Arsenal
is
to
shit.
Yeah, I just said your club is.
You're
Can't take it seriously.
You're comparing him to Arsenal. So if you're going to criticise me for comparing players, which is not what I did, and I didn't even mention Arsenal once. If you're going to criticise me for it, don't do it yourself.
No, I'm not criticising you. I'm criticising your club. Your club.
I
You didn't listen. I said your club is a fraud.
No,
I can't take your
did
club
listen.
seriously.
What you said was that Arsenal fans always have to compare to Man United. I didn't compare. I gave a footballing opinion that Rashford's shit. That's nothing to do with Arsenal. I didn't mention Arsenal. What you did was mention Arsenal by saying that when I said Bruno Fernandes was shit, but he's better than Arsenal's midfield. So again, you're comparing. When I don't care. I will come on here. I've gone on my channel. I've gone on the Gauch channel. I've gone on many channels and said Arsenal was shit. So again, you're speaking to a brick wall because I don't care.
To be fair, Bruno hasn't Bruno scored the most amount of goals than any other midfielder in the history.
It doesn't matter.
Goals don't
Alright, one at a time.
I'm trying to respond to what JB said. What I'm trying to respond to what JB said is that you can say that Arsenal are shit. I've already said we are shit. And to say that we get carried by Saka and Pepe, well, would you not hope that a £72 million player carries a team? Or is that something to be looked down upon now?
Oh, you shouldn't rely on him though. Like the rest of your team should be able to help out.
No, but we should because he's £72 million.
Like literally, there's two players. The best out of a bad bunch.
You rely. Don't you literally rely on Fernandes?
Yeah, but he's 26.
We do to an extent. Okay, fair enough. But we've still got more quality in our team than yours.
Pepe's 20. What is it? 25, 26. So what's the difference? The same age.
I just want to pick you up on the.
My main problem with what you said was like that. You said Greenwood is shit and Rashford is shit. I'm gonna say Rashford is overrated. We don't expect him to suddenly turn into Cristiano Ronaldo.
How the hell is
Mason Greenwood shit? Is just completely wrong.
Your ball knowledge.
He's won more trophies than all of Arsenal's teams combined.
Hold on. No. Jay, let me handle this one, right? How? No. Guna.
You have to be pretty good to come out of Man United's academy. That's what I'm saying.
Trust me. Let me talk.
If you let me talk, then I'll explain how it's shit. But you're not
how is Greenwood shit? How is Greenwood shit? That's the. How is Greenwood shit? Like Jesus. Like
what does he do other than score goals?
What's he meant to do? He's a fucking striker.
No, he's not.
That's his job.
Every time I say
Greenwood is a number 9.
Every time.
Wait, Lyle, let him speak.
Let me finish. Every time I say he's a striker, I get told by countless United fans that no, he plays on the wing. So we're going to say that
he's an inside forward.
No, we're going to say he's a winner.
On the wing, he's an inside forward.
I have spoken to many Man United fans, and they have said that he's a winner. So I'm going to
try to so him as a winner. Just because those idiots on Twitter think he's a winner, he's not. He's an inside forward.
He's more of a striker.
Again, if you let me finish and explain, but you're talking over me, so it's very difficult to explain my points. But anyway. So, if you also actually look at the amount of games he's played in a certain position, he's played more on the right wing this season than any other position. So again, I'm going
as an inside forward.
No, stop.
He's playing as a winger. I don't care whether your designation is an inside forward. You're playing on the right wing, which means you cover that space on the right wing. So he should do more than just score a bunch of goals. And I'm going to, again, quote a lot of Man United fans, Chelsea fans, Tottenham fans here. When I say that Pepe is having a good season because the amount of goals he scored, the first thing I get is, oh, but he scored them at the end of the season when nobody gives a shit because that's the easiest place to score goals. Greenwood scored virtually all his goals in the Premier League at the end of the season, like Pepe did. So I'm going to go again off the knowledge of what Man United and rival fans have said, that scoring goals at the end of the season is an achievement. So Greenwood's barely scored this season. He's shit. He's overrated. He's not going to be very good.
He still scored a couple. He's still scored a couple.
A couple.
To be fair, he's not far off Pepe, to be honest. He's not far off Pepe. So what, are you saying he's Pepe shit? He's saying Pepe shit because he's got a few more goals than Greenwood.
May I just say one thing quickly?
Is that what you're saying?
Because Pepe does more on the pitch, and this is what I'm trying to say. I'm not going. Man United fans only care about goals and assists, which is why most Man United fans are just idiotic when it comes to football. I look more at what they do, except goals and assists, because goals and assists great, but first off, assists I don't count assists much anymore because you can get an assist for a simple pass when the striker who scores could do a 30-yard run, skill pass 3 players and tap it in the top bins. You'd still get the assist for that simple pass. So again, looking at what else he does, Greenwood does nothing for me. He doesn't do anything else.
And in response to what you said, it's not just his goals and assists. He's a good dribbler. He's a very good.
One at a time.
No, but he's a great dribbler. But what does those dribbles don't equal to anything? They don't do anything. What creativity does he bring? Nothing. Pepe Saka, they bring creativity. They bring more to the pitch. That's why they're better footballers.
With this debate,
Yeah, well, explain to me why you're eighth then.
wait a minute.
If he's so good, then why are you eighth?
Wait a minute.
Let Will speak.
With this debate, I actually do get where Gunu's coming from, to be honest. Because if you look at Rashford's assists to start with, he outperforms his XA, which means his level of chance creation is not. He gets more assists than his level of chance creation suggests. So I think you do need to dig deeper creatively than just assists. Greenwood, yes, he might be playing out of position, but I understand why Gunu doesn't like Greenwood over a player like Saka. It could be down to preference. It's down to how you like to watch football and what type of wide players you like. I personally prefer Bukayo Saka to Mason Greenwood because I think his game is slightly better all round. And I think two different players.
It's true. It is true. It's true. I don't think Greenwood's shit. I think his shot on him is. I think his shooting.
That's the thing.
But
you've said it in a reasonable way. You've described it in terms of what you prefer. But Gunu Express is just saying he's shit. So, Will, you've actually managed to articulate the point and go, look, I prefer Saka because of this.
No, but it's
not. I actually rate it because of different wingers. Whereas Guna's just been absolutely diabolical ball knowledge, saying he's shit. When in actual fact, he's actually a bloody good player.
No, he's not.
But you just can't see that. I don't understand how.
They're two different positions anyway.
No, but again, I'm not basing it off of preference or who I think's better in that position. I'm saying that Mason Greenwood is a shit footballer. That's what I'm basing it on.
Your ball knowledge is
He does. And when he flops in the future, when he's the next Ravel Morrison, who's gassed up to the moon, they all say he's the best in the world, that he's better than everybody else. When he flops, and the same thing for Rashford, when he flops, I'll be sat here laughing because I know he's going to flop. Because this whole thing
when they don't, I'll be sat here laughing as well. Don't worry.
Well, that's great, but we'll see who gets the last laugh. But at the end of the day, this whole thing about the Man United
won't be Arsenal, will it?
That Man United have this bloody brilliant academy that's so difficult to get through, blah blah blah. Well, it isn't. It isn't.
It's okay. Your academy nearly got relegated this season.
Yeah, but that means nothing. Again, so we're going to base it off of where academies like who the fuck rates?
Okay, well, okay.
Sorry,
so Chelsea win it multiple times, and they have very good academy.
When does anybody rate an academy off of how they got relegated? I'm looking at players, not academy teams, not managers of academies. I don't care about that. I'm looking at players. When you look at Man United, yes, they do have some good players in their academy. But again, why is it always a comparison with Arsenal and United? And this is what makes me laugh the most is that I was told.
When did I compare?
Jay came on. I didn't say Argyle. I said Arsenal, not Argyle.
I said when did I compare our Arsenal to our United?
You said that our academy almost got relegated when I didn't bring up our academy.
So can you pinpoint where I hold up? Can you pinpoint when I mentioned United's academy? Because I didn't mention United's academy. I just merely said that your academy is shit.
So what I said was that United the fact that Man United academy is so difficult to get through, whatever else. Then you said, but ours almost got relegated. So
yeah, I was just pointing out a fact that your academy is shit.
Via my point, you compared it because you're bringing up Arsenal, which again I don't know why. I'm not bringing up Arsenal. What you're trying to do is trying to trigger me or trying to.
No, I'm just merely spitting a fact.
By beating my point by saying that Arsenal is shit, that Mikel Arteta is shit, that our players are shit. Again, I don't know why you're trying to tell me this. I already know, and just because my team's shit, I'm not going to sit here and be silent to say that. Oh, I can't compare. Or I can't say Greenwood shit because my team that I support is shit. Then how can somebody like Niall or Charlie ever talk about a Premier League player because their teams are shit in comparison? So this whole thing that a team
because we have the same amount of Champions League trophies as you
exactly.
Again, you're missing the point. What I'm trying to say is that what JB's trying to say again was that as an Arsenal fan, because my team's doing worse than United, I'm not allowed to talk shit about a United player, or I'm not allowed to compare or say anything bad about United because my team's currently worse. So by that point, Charlie, for example, can't talk shit about a Southampton player, or he can't talk shit about
ask you a question?
Because his team's currently worse. So this whole narrative that because your team's worse, you aren't allowed to talk about any other player in world football that's better than your team is stupid. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to talk about Rashford wherever Arsenal are. We could be winning the league. We could be in League Two. I'm still going to talk about it. If I think Rashford's shit, I think he's shit.
But
I'm
Guna,
going to voice that opinion.
Based off of your, I know earlier you called me out, for not rating Chiro Immobile. His game, his only goals, okay, and the odd assist. His game is only goals. His current game is very limited compared to other players that get less goals. So surely, by your logic, you would rate Rashford because he's a similar type of, not a similar type of player as in position or necessarily role, but how their game is suited. Surely they're similar.
No, but this is the thing. I disagree. I think Immobile does have a lot more to his game. I think he showed that today. He was very mobile. He created chances. He got an assist, for example. For me, he's a very more creative player. I think that with Lazio, again, you've got to look at the team difference. United do have a better team than Arsenal. They do have a better team than Lazio. And Lazio, in fact, have no attacking threat other than Immobile. So the only thing he can technically do is score goals. Because if he wants to create, he can't. Because there's no one else who score goals, and that's a fact. That's why Sarri's there, because they need more attacking threats. So he's going to give them that by getting new players in that are more attacking. So
Lauren, very good comparison. Well,
you have to look at who and where a team is, who and where did certain players are. If Immobile was playing at Chelsea, the only thing he did was score goals, I'd agree with you, because he could do more in a Chelsea team. He could create chances. He could do more. But I can't when he's playing for Lazio, who have had an awful season. They've had to get in Sarri because they need more attacking threat, which is, I think, personally what Sarri's quite good at, is attacking threat and building that up. And we'll see next season if they do have more attacking threat, if there are players that are in that team that can score goals, and he's still not doing anything else other than scoring goals, and I'll agree with you. But again,
okay, that's fair. I sort of agree.
I don't really compare Rashford in that United team that should be doing better than they are, and that's
true. I'm not even trying to compare the situations they're in. I'm trying to compare where you view how you rate players, if you get what I mean. So
I get that, but there's always context, and I think with that especially, you've got to bring context into it in terms of how you deem a player. But I get what you're trying to say.
Gunnar Express, can I ask you a question? How is it that you guys don't rate Rashford, but yet you haven't subscribed to this channel, you haven't hit like, or you haven't shared on socials? Come on, people. We can do better than that. 22 people watching. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that little back and forth thing. Who's
probably
right?
going to get about 40 mentions from Man United fans now, getting triggered, but it's okay.
I just want to say, just quickly, I just want to say, just to say that, Rashford and Greenwood are rubbish. I just think that's wrong, and that's just a massive exaggeration.
Well, I mean, we'll see, because they're both
they're not bad players. They're not bad players.
See how the careers turn out.
Cool. We can, but I mean, guys, have your say in the comments or at us on Twitter, or even them themselves, Express and JB and everyone. Are Rashford and Greenwood actually good? Are they overrated?
Don't be abuseful, though. If you disagree, don't be abuseful.
Hold up, don't be abuseful. Arsenal's academy got relegated. I don't know.
No, he didn't. So get your facts right, mate.
Really?
You're gonna talk shit. Get your facts right, guys.
I wasn't talking shit.
Yeah,
not you.
All the Arsenal fans are gonna come for me now. Because I called out.
I didn't say you got relegated. I said you nearly got relegated.
So it's all good. It'll be shared. I don't care. I trigger Man United all the time. The amount of fans that get in my mentions saying, "Oh, you can't call Rashford shit." Well, I did, so cry about it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's all good, Gunnar Express. No beef.
I'm gonna.
No, yeah, 100%.
It's good that you came on the show. That's good that you came on the show.
I'm meeting you too, because I didn't want to interrupt the discussion, but we do need to kind of move. Next, we've got Gags.
What's going on? You alright? How's everyone doing?
Good. Not bad. How are you doing?
We're good.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Flipping hell, man. It's about time this debate was over. Oh, JB, you opened up a new can of worms, bro. Oh. Anywho, sorry, what was the topic again? Because we were indulged in this debate.
What player that has been brought to the Euros do you think doesn't deserve to be there?
I don't want to pick anyone from England because it's a bit obvious, and I think everybody knows which players shouldn't have been selected. So I'm going to go for a team that's one of the favourites, France. I'm going to look into their midfield, and I'm going to pick Moussa Sissoko. I don't know how this brother got into that France team. That's an absolute disgrace. he's so basic, so average. Like if you're gonna pick anybody, even from Tottenham, like although maybe he probably doesn't deserve to be in the team, but I would have rather picked Ndombele
Yeah.
because he at least has some sort of skill set, and he is sort of a creative spark. Like say if Pogba picked up an injury or picked up a knock, you could put in Ndombele who could do a similar role to a Pogba as a creative outlet from midfield. What's Musa Sissoko gonna do? Just run around like a headless chicken, basically. And
That's
also,
the one that
so
plays
yeah,
for
probably,
Spurs, isn't it?
yeah.
Oh, he's shit. Oh, fuck.
He's awful.
He's
He's
gone to the
absolutely
Euros.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got picked.
Oh, I give up on life.
This is why Germany's field options are better than France's overall, 100%.
And it's why Germany
This is
win
why
it.
This is why I drink. Fuck you.
And I just wanted to bring up two topics, if that's okay, very quickly. If that's
Is
all right.
it going to result? Is it going to result in a 20-minute?
No. It's just a theory of mine. So the first thing, in terms of frauds.
You know the people who are on here. Are you sure it's not going to result in something?
No, definitely not. I've been on here a few times. I don't really insult anyone, so. I just have just a couple of things. I think in terms of frauds, I wouldn't. So obviously I named a player, but in terms of where the angle I was going at, I think in terms of profiler players, I think players who rely on a lot on their athleticism in terms of pace and power will get found out a lot in this tournament. Basically, just off the game I've seen today, because in these international tournaments, what you'll find is that the game's played at a moderate to slower pace, where and against teams who are especially like the lower ranked teams who are tactically set up with a solid back four and or back three and a back or a front, midfield 4 or 5, and I think players who are more technically gifted will shine through a lot more, because with those teams that they're going to be coming up against, you need players who will unlock defenses and pick locks rather than players who will sort of run in behind. I think the pacey players can be utilized off the bench. Like if a team's like maybe 1 or 2-0 up, and then the defensive team have to come on and attack, which will leave spaces in behind. But I think the more technically gifted ballers will thrive a lot more than players who rely solely on their athleticism in terms of pace and power. So that's just one topic. And two, I think I'm going to make a prediction. I think Portugal will finish third in their group. The reason why I said, because I think they'll finish third in their group. I think the top two will be Germany and France. The only reason why I say that is because of one man, and I think although he comes up very clutch and he is a match winner for them, I think because he's gonna be pretty much the focal point, they're gonna try and play through him, and I think that will in turn sort of be at the detriment of other quality players that Portugal do have. And the player I'm talking about is Ronaldo, because he isn't the only goal scorer that they have. You've got your Andre Silvas, you've got your Jotas, you've got your Bruno Fernandez's from midfield. But I think because he is still considered the main man, and people are going to play through him, especially against top sides who have the ones who do have tactically good managers will suss that out and will sort of nullify him. So yeah, that's why I think Portugal will finish third in the group.
All right, that is fair. Let's see your predictions come through by the end of these group stages. Thank you for coming on, bro. We appreciate it.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Actually, that was perfect. Thank you for no one interrupting him. It was actually a perfect call. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to, just to quickly about the profile of players. I don't know about my first sort of theory. What do you guys think?
What
I
do you mean?
understand it because a lot of teams are playing a lot deeper as well. There's not a lot of space in behind, especially with the smaller teams. They're gonna probably
Yeah,
play like a low block and try and hit on the counter. So you need a bit more technical ability rather than just going for the whole pace and power thing that you spoke about.
yeah,
So I understand that point of view. To be fair,
It's
yeah.
going
Because
to
the
be
thing is
possession
obviously
based.
it's going to
Yeah.
be possession.
Who can keep possession the most, which is just sorry to interrupt it with like 1 second, but it's why I kind of think I don't think Spain will do well. But if they can hold possession like they've done in the past, obviously they're 2010 teams and that, and I know they were incredible teams. But if they
Yeah,
can emulate that style of play and actually keep the ball, they've got some great midfielders, the likes of Olmo and Llorente. If they can keep the ball the way they did, they could actually go far. Again, maybe semi-finals, etc. Not win it, but I mean, I think they're definitely a dark horse if they play like that, and that's obviously yet to be seen. But
Yeah.
and the thing is
I
that
think
they've got a weapon like Adama Traore who fits that mold of a very athletic player, but not technically great. Like you can bring him on off the bench, especially when the opposition team's tired, and you could just run at him. Because that's the last thing defenses want is someone as quick, big, and powerful as him running at you.
True.
So that's a weapon that you can, but you shouldn't start a player like that in these sort of tournaments because they will get
They
found
got
out.
Ferran Torres, haven't they? He's quite good for Spain.
Yeah,
Yeah, he scores goals.
and
The City.
also this is what I mean
the City
about like
player,
Rashford and Sterling. I wouldn't personally start Rashford and Sterling because of that reason. I would start players like Grealish and Sancho because they are
Agreed.
technically better ballers. And the thing with Sancho is I'd play him on the right, although he can play both wings because he can cut in, he can go on the inside and the outside. And the thing is, he has pace you can use on the counter, but he doesn't rely on pace, if that makes sense. But he can use his pace because he does have it, but he doesn't rely on it. Whereas players
He's
like
more all-rounded.
he's well rounded. Whereas players like Sterling and Rashford rely on their pace heavily, and when they get
Yeah, but we've
nullified,
got Southgate. That's the problem.
yeah,
and
no,
he'll
exactly.
play them both. He'll play them both.
Yeah, he will, which is why I have no hope for this England team. But they're great options off the bench.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on, bro.
Yeah, no problem. That was it.
Cheers, Gags.
Cheers, guys. Peace, bro.
Peace.
Corey. Hi.
Hey,
Yo, what's
Corey.
up, bro? How you guys doing?
Not bad, not bad. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Cool. Who's your fraud?
Well, my fraud. You know what? I was gonna come on and say Tyrone Mings, but I'm saying Connor Cody.
Yeah.
Why do you say Connor Cody?
Because he shouldn't be in there. In my opinion, Konsa should be there instead of him.
Oh, that's a fair shout, actually.
Left-footed tackle.
Even Godfrey. I'd
Wait, is Cody left-footed? I thought he was right.
He's right.
Oh, okay, then yeah, left foot tax.
I'm saying for Tyrone Mings because I think when you say about Konsa, Mings should be out there as well. But
yeah,
what about Tamori?
Yeah, he should be there as well.
To be honest.
Let's be real. Half that defense shouldn't even be there. Mings, Cody, they shouldn't be there. He's going to play
injured.
Yeah, I don't understand the Maguire one. I sort of understand the Henderson one because of leadership. I don't get it with Maguire.
Yeah, neither do I.
On his day, yeah, he's probably England's best centre back, but he's not fit.
He's not fit, and even if he does come back fit, he doesn't have he's not even match fit either.
Yeah. I'd rather take a Godfrey, who I know that I can get game time out of straight away, who's fully fit, than a half-fit Maguire. I know that sounds stupid, like, oh yeah, but Maguire's this. Yeah, but if I can only get, let's say we get through the group and we get past round of 16. Yeah, Maguire might be fit, but what's his match sharpness going to be like?
Exactly.
I bet you it's not going to be the same as a Godfrey who's been able to play the whole season. So
they should just left. They should have just left Maguire home.
Yeah, it's just Southgate, isn't it?
I think it was just hope, wasn't it? I think he was hoping that Maguire was fit, and obviously he can't. He can't play in the group stages, right? But he might be fit for knockouts. Is that what the plan is there?
Yeah.
Well, then
We're
if,
allowed an
yeah,
extra
but
three, aren't we?
if that's the case, then he still doesn't have the match sharpness to play in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about a half-fit Maguire? Like, if we get through, we got Germany, France, like a half-fit Maguire against Thomas Muller, Ronaldo, Mbappe.
Thomas Muller's eating dinner.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
eating
Is he even in training yet? Does anyone know that if he's training?
in Maguire?
Yeah, he's in training.
Yeah.
They're saying
Last few
he's
days.
probably going to be fit for the round of 16 at best. Or maybe the last game of the groups if they're lucky. But they're going to rush him back. They're going to rush him back and injure him again. I can already see it.
Yeah,
I sort of get it though, because we're allowed to take the 3 extra players, aren't we? The squads used to be 23, and now we're allowed to take the extra 3. So I sort of get that, but then it's still a huge risk. Because imagine if we get to a quarter final, right, and we start Maguire, and he's the reason we make a mistake. Like, it's not going to be great for him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, he just won't be. He won't be sharp enough. Like when you're playing in the quarterfinals against whoever or anyone in the round of 16, like you have to be on it. Like
No, but that's the case. If that's the case, I'm pinning on Southgate. I'm not going to blame Maguire for that because he shouldn't be playing.
Yeah, Southgate's
people will. No, but people
will, but he shouldn't be
Yeah,
playing.
people will. Yeah.
No,
No,
like,
right.
Maguire did this, blah blah blah. When actually it's Southgate that bloody picked him. So,
But isn't that why Southgate took Ben White, because of this Maguire situation? Is that not why he did it?
yeah, but what's the point of taking? So, what we could have done is we could have left Maguire at home and took a walk.
Tamori,
Or,
pace.
we don't even need another centre back. What we've got: Cody, Stones, Ben White, Mings. He's gonna play one of Trippier, Walker, James, or Shaw as a centre back as well, if not 2.
Yeah,
we've already got
crazy.
plenty of them. Why not bolster midfield wise? We've got what? Rice, Phillips, Hendo. Unless we're going to play Mount in the double sort of pivot / whatever he's going to do, which I think is brave.
He should have took Ward-Prowse.
Which is brave anyway. So why not just not take Maguire? Just be like, look, it's unfortunate that we can't have Maguire, but look, shit happens. Take Ward-Prowse as another midfield option because Henderson isn't that sharp. He's been out of football since what? Was it February? March?
Yeah,
time?
February. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's not matched it.
So he's played 45 minutes.
We've got 3 strikers. You've got Bellingham, Rice, Phillips. We pick up an injury to Rice, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Absolutely done for. I just think Ward-Prowse, we needed to bolster our midfield options, unless he's now thinking, I'm going to use Reece James as a DM, which is, this man frustrates
Yeah, or
me.
Ben White, because that's what Southgate's done, hasn't he? He's gone through like, that player can play there, that player can play there. He doesn't have a clue. Doesn't have a clue.
He's done the one thing he said he would never do as an England manager, and he's pinched positions. He's gone, well, I don't need to take another one of them because he can play. He said when he got the England job, I will never pinch a position. I will never take this player because he can play multiple positions. I will take the full strength side. Well, he hasn't. Also, Rachel, are you doing anything over the next 4 weeks, fancy managing England? You seem smarter than Southgate.
I think all of us here are smarter than Southgate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Rachel has actually got like a tactical brain, so it would be quite helpful because I've watched a lot of was it Fred you did? That player profile?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
God, that was funny. That was funny. And then when she was doing defenders, she was like, yeah, I'm not putting leadership for any of them. I was like, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, makes sense. Does make sense. Guys, it's been nearly 2 hours on this stream. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for staying for the 2 hours. Like most of you in the comments have been here for ages. So big up to all of you. I don't know if Prime is actually here. I think he's muted. Probably playing with his lightsaber.
Taking his clothes off.
Who knows what Prime's doing? But guys, thank you very much.
Prime is doing Prime.
Yeah, exactly. But
Thunder.
yeah, we do the fantasy league. I don't know if people can actually enter the fantasy league if they've already picked their teams. I don't know if you're still able to do that.
You can
We
still
do have a
join,
fantasy
but I don't know if you'll count for this match day. Or
Yeah,
you
I
won't.
think
You'll,
Yeah, you can, but you don't get the points that you've earned.
Yeah, you
until
You
join
get
them
points
later.
from when you've joined, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, either way, if you guys do want to join the fantasy league, I will put the link and the code in the video description anyway. But thank you all for coming on, and yeah, big up to the panel and all the callers that called in as well. We will speak to you probably tomorrow. I think we got tweets of the week actually tomorrow because, well, you know what Prime's like on Twitter. He's a bit of a ninja.
He's on top of the show on Twitter.
Yeah, he's a hoarder. You see, he gets all the tweets and he puts them into one little place. He archives them and then he saves them for later. So yeah, guys, thank you for coming on and take care.